Buenos Aires from Madrid. Today we're going to be flying Iberia's Airbus A330-200 business class product. You saw last time we flew the A319 product. Currently we're walking off of a plane because we just arrived on a connecting flight from San Sebastian. We went into the J gates and our next flight leaves from the S gates in under half an hour and we have no clue where we're going.
So right off the bat we quickly had to get the transit from the J gates to the S gates.
Alright, finally cleared customs, no line at all for that. 7-minute walk for our gate now and it's supposed to go in 10 minutes. No time for the lounge now, but if you want to see the lounge, you need to go and check out this video here. There'll be an iCard right on the screen now.
Okay, we have a little time to spare, but I realise I haven't given you much context about Iberia, so allow me to explain. As you can see, Iberia has more terrible reviews than any other category. On top of that, people said that they tried to scam them, as well as they're terrible. But looking at some good reviews, some people said that they had a pleasant flight, as well as Iberia is the only way to fly. Okay, time to get on board this A330-200. Airbus A330-200 jet is ranged in a 1-2-1 configuration for Business Plus, with the window seats in an alternating pattern of one closer to the windows and one closer to the aisles. The one closest to the windows is by far the best choice, but for today's flight I will be sitting in 2H.
Alright, we're on board now, and this looks pretty nice.
So I quickly put my bag into the overhead locker and sat down ready to enjoy the flight.
Okay, so on board this Airbus A330-200, it's actually not too bad sitting. Now let's go on a seat tour.
Starting off with the large entertainment screen, which has tons of different shows to watch. Next up is the footrest and the mediocre size area to put bags in. Making my way to the seat itself, I found the headrest with wing flaps and the whole seat was super comfortable. Next I found the TV remote, which could do almost everything. Including calling the flight attendant and turning on the light above your seat. Here are all the seat controls where you can recline your seat and give yourself a massage if you wanted to. Moving my way over to the tray table. I found it was nice and large, this grey kind of design, and it was super nice and large and really good for a meal. Below my armrest I found a pocket for my phone, as well as this useless thing, and full-size charging ports, USB port and headphone jack. And headphones were provided on this flight, and these were these nice over-ear headphones that were definitely noise cancelling. There's also a coat hook on the wall, which was a great touch. There's this little basket. And making our way over to the overhead panel, I found the reading light, but there was no air conditioning, which was disappointing to see. Obviously there is tons of space, but when I was pressing this button I thought it activated that light, but it didn't do anything, and also during flight it didn't do anything. Comment down below what you think it does. For today's flight it will be around 2.5 hours back home to London.
Now don't get me wrong for saying this seat is amazing, but however it does lack quite a bit of privacy unfortunately. Like there's no privacy anywhere, so what would be nice if we had a sliding door and a partition divider here to separate the two seats. If that was here, it would have made it so much better.
As per usual, when the seatbelt sign gets turned off, I immediately go to recline my seat. However, I haven't been on a long-haul aircraft in 5 years, and I forgot that you have to hold the button in order to recline your seat. So this is the seat in the reclined position. So at this point, I felt tired and I wanted to have a nap. Well, no I didn't, but I knew if I didn't show the bed now, it would be too late to get a good shot of it with the meal service happening. So this is what the bed looks like when it's fully lay flat. And yeah, there's tons of room which was great to see. So at this point I decided to have a play around with the flight map and the entertainment screen, which was quite good. All of your onboard services, the menu, and also shows to watch, which was great to see. However, there was no tail camera, which was disappointing to see. Because we had no time for the lounge, I started to get very hungry, so I decided to check out the menu, and today we had the options of roast beef or pasta, which is definitely what I'm getting, and on the other side it's just in Spanish. For some reason I couldn't find the lavatory at the front of the plane, so I decided to go to the one by door 2. There was a cigarette thing, and there was tons and tons of mirrors everywhere. Then you have some soap and hand cream here, toilet, and the water actually ran on the sink, which was great to see, and overall it was extremely clean. At this point, finally, the flight attendants came down to the right-hand side of the aircraft, so I quickly opened up my tray table and got ready to eat. So now the flight attendant arrived at my seat. Now the audio on the camera wasn't too good, so I'm gonna narrate to you what we got. So she asked me what language I spoke, and then she asked me what I would like out of the two options that I gave you earlier. I told her what I would like, and she asked me if I wanted olive oil or butter, and I went with olive oil. I also got a nice bread roll with my meal as well. So this is my meal. Obviously the main dish is the pasta, with a side of beef, a chocolate-based dessert, and a traditional airplane bread roll, which was stone hard. So at this point, my dad was trying to make me do something with my entertainment screen and based on the flight map, but I didn't really understand what it was. So eventually I found it, which gives you a display of the altitude and speed, as well as how far the plane is pitched up or down. Okay, sadly I just finished that show as we are about to start our descent into London Heathrow. That was a really great show, I have to say. It was mainly about Rafa and Federer in tennis and how they just kept playing each other and how Federer did not like Nadal a lot. But it was a really good show, and yeah. But now I have to find something else to do to finish. So we're right about there on the Siberia A330 jet. And so yeah, we're just about to go over the English Channel before finally starting our descent into London Heathrow. Got about 42 minutes and 264 miles to go, so that's all it is so far. But it's been an amazing flight up here in business class into H. Yeah, it was a really good flight. Okay, so now we're getting ready for landing, and it's super bumpy. I don't know why it's so bumpy, but it just is. And taxiing around Madrid airport too, it was super bouncy then as well. I don't know if it's just the A330 or if it's actually outside or the tarmac. Comment down below what you think. But yeah, the seat's been really comfy this whole trip, and it's much better than the short haul business class products. Business Plus is definitely a great thing, and I'll definitely upgrade it to you to this. So yeah, it's been a great flight. So sadly now we will soon be landing. And as soon as that exit sign goes white, the landing gear is down. So now one question remains. Is Iberia's Business Plus class good, and would I fly it again? So yes, Iberia definitely comes out ahead with their Business Plus class. The seat was amazing, the meal service was amazing as always, and their staff was incredibly friendly. So yes, Iberia's Business Class definitely gets a pass from me, and I'll definitely continue to fly them again, especially on their long-haul routes and long-haul aircrafts. It's a shame that they're not based out of London, because I would have loved to fly Iberia more often, because they are an amazing airline. And I definitely have to disagree from what all of those reviews said before. So yes, Iberia, amazing airline, and definitely try them. Comment down below what airline I should review next, and as always, fly safe and goodbye.